right behind me, I've got the 2026 GMC Sierra 2500 AT4. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada, so reviews just like this. If you love car reviews, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And also thank you to Georgetown Chevy for allowing me to review this beautiful 2500 AT4. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over the different models that you can get with the GMC Sierra 2500s, the safety features that do come with this AT4 model here, the engine specs, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing on this. Also, I'm going to throw up the window sticker on this truck here because it does have quite a few options added to it. So as I walk around the truck here, you will notice all of those. And by the way, I just want to show you this beautiful volcanic red color on this. This just looks stunning in person. Now, for the different models that you can get with the Sierra 2500s, first off, you can pick from different configurations, and then also you can pick from 2 different drive types. And then you have all of these different models that you can pick from, so you can definitely customize how you want this truck to be. And as for the safety features that you do get with the AT4 here is a list, so you do get quite a few safety features. And as for what powers this AT4 here, this does have the upgraded 6.6 liter V8 turbo-diesel engine, which is paired with the Allison 10-speed automatic transmission, and it produces 470 horsepower and 975 pound-foot of torque. And the way that this truck is spec'd out, you can tow about 18,500 pounds. All right, let's start off in the front of this beast. You have all sorts of different trims going on. The colors, I am digging this. So on the bumper here, you have a body color bumper and then a ton of gloss black. So all of this is gloss black. And then you also have the front red recovery hooks there, along with the front safety sensors. On the corners, you do have the LED fog lights. And even here on the sides by the fog lights, you do have the gloss black trimming. And then you just get into this very cool looking grille area. This is a mixture of gloss black and kind of like this matte aluminum finish here, which looks stunning in person. You've got the red GMC letters there. And down here, you do have a front-facing camera with a washer plus an AT4 badge. And even at the top right here, you have more gloss black, and then are these gorgeous, gorgeous front LED lights. I love the LED strip right here that kind of goes around the main lights in the center. And even coming to the side of the lights here, inside the housing, you have the nice trimming, the designing, and even like the lines and everything just looks very, very good. And then on the hood here, you do have this vent, which also adds to the look of this truck. Now coming to the side here, you've got the 2500 look, of course. With the AT4s, you also get the off-road suspension with the Rancho shocks and also skid plates. And up top, this does have the optional power sunroof added to it. So as you can see right there. And then also up here, you do have your clearance lamps. And then around your windows, you have a ton of gloss black, including this area here where typically you don't see this on vehicles, but yeah, gloss black everywhere on this. You've got the body color door handles and then these massive, massive tow mirrors. You've got the lights, the turn signals, more gloss black here, and coming around here, you've got the lights and then these 2 mirrors here. On the bottom here, you do have a side mirror camera. So this has angles all around the truck, which I'm going to show you inside on the touchscreen. And then on the fender, you have this black chrome, the gloss black Duramax 6.6 liter Allison transmission badging. And then along the front doors here, you have more of the AT4 HD badging. And this also has the power side step. So as I open the door, these do pop out. Once I do close it, these sit nice and flush against the vehicle. Now around the wheel area here, you have a reflector up here. And also on the side of the bumper, you do have the 2500 badging. And then you do have this outlet right down there. As for the wheels on this, these are actually pretty nice. These are in gloss black. You got the red GMC in the center there that does pop out. And with all of the gloss black on this, these also look very, very good. And these are your 20-inch wheels. So if I do take a step back, you can really see they fit perfectly on this truck. Now coming to the bed area, we've also got a step here on the side, which is going to be on the other side as well. Another reflector right there. And then coming around to the rear of the truck, the nice looks definitely continue. Back here, the bumper area is body color. You've got the hitch there in the center. If you look way down below, you do have a spare tire, more rear safety sensors. And then on the corners, you have more steps built in on both of the sides. And here's what the exhaust looks like. This thing is massive. And up by the plate area, you have all of your towing outlets and whatnot. As for the tailgate, this is a multi-function tailgate, which I'm going going to show you in a second. And on here, you have more of the red GMC badging, Sierra badging, and another AT4 badge. Now up here by the tailgate button area, we have two buttons for the top and bottom tailgate. You got the camera back here, the light back here. And then as for the rear lights, these are also LED, and look how nice these are. Just like the front, these are also very good. Now as for the tailgate here, so let me show you how you can work this or utilize this. So let's open it up like a traditional tailgate by just pressing the bottom. So it opens up just like that. And then you can pop up this little piece right here, just like that. So that's what that looks like. And then if you just push that down, and if I press the top button instead, this whole thing pops down so you can get closer to the bed. And then also this turns into a step, just like that. And let me show you the last thing. Now, if I just press the top here, it'll unlock the top portion of the tailgate, just like that. And I can also prop this up again. Now, let me go ahead and open up the tailgate like the typical way. And then let me show you what you get in the bed. So you do have a spray-in bed liner, which I highly suggest in any vehicle. And back here, you have all of the hooks in all of the corners. Also, the LED bed lighting on both of the sides. You have outlets over here, and then a 120 volt outlet over here. Now up by the glass area, the middle window is power opening, and then up top here, you do have a bed camera. All right, let's check out the interior on this and see what we have in terms of the trim and the doors and all that. So on here, it's an all black interior, but you do have bits and pieces that do stand out. Now down here, you have a good amount of space, a water bottle area, a speaker here with black chrome trimming around that. And then up here, you have soft touch here and then here as well. Plus the brown stitching and the piping even up here. And then if you look right here, you have black chrome trimming that goes all the way around, and then this gorgeous black trimming with the designing, and all of this you're gonna notice throughout the interior. Now let's check out the interior seats on this, because these are pretty unique. It's an all black interior, but you do have the brown stitching, and then even like this brown striping that goes all the way everywhere. And then kind of like this perforated bottom and back sections. The rear seats back here on the corners do come heated, and you do have like this hidden compartment area that you can definitely utilize. And then pulling this down in the center is where you'll find your cup holders. Now lifting up the rear seats here, you do have some space down here that you can definitely utilize, put tools, bags, or whatever you want, and just tuck it away. Plus you have all of this here. Now I'm going to jump inside and show you the legroom and the headroom. All right, hopping inside the truck, legroom wise, I have a ton of room. I can even adjust the driver's seat and I'll still have a ton of room. Now in terms of the headroom, look at all the space I have, and that's because the roof kind of goes inside or like indented. And I'm wearing a hat. I'm 5'11" for reference, and look at the room I have. I am super fine back here. Now behind the driver and the passenger seats, I really like how there's all soft touch material. There's no plastic, and then you also have storage pockets on both the seats. Now over on the center console area back here, you have more of the black chrome trimming, more cup holders. You've got venting down here, more black chrome here, heated seat controls, USB ports, all that good stuff. All right, let's head to the front and see if anything is different compared to the rear. The only thing I can really notice up here is two main things. Now, first off, down here, you have much more space. Plus you have two water bottle areas and a massive Bose speaker up here. And then everything else is pretty generic. You have the typical window controls, the side mirror controls, and then the driver memory seat controls. Now for the side mirrors, not only can you power fold them, but you can also power extend them out and back in, which is pretty good. All right, let's check out the front seats. These are exactly like the rear seats. As you can see, very nice, very comfortable. But up here in the headrest, you do have the AT4 stitched in on both the sides. The front seats do come both heated and ventilated. And then along the sides here is where you will find all your power adjustment controls. And then down here, you have this cool looking AT4 badge in chrome and kind of like this wood trimming. Even on the mat here, you have the GMC in chrome. And then down here is your typical foot pedals. Right here is the hood latch release. And then here you have a few things. You have your electronic parking brake, all your different modes, the trailer stuff here, all your lighting controls, exterior lights, the back lights, cluster dimmers, and then even around your venting, you have gloss black trimming, and then this super nice looking trim that you'll notice all throughout the dashboard. As for the steering wheel, this does come manual adjustable. Even on the side here, you kind of have like this slot maybe to put like a credit card or something. Now I want to show you something cool on the cluster here. When I do open up the door, you have this nice animation with the AT4. Now entering inside here, you do have your dashboard covered in the hard material, but you do have the brown contrast stitching and the piping. You got a speaker in the corner there and the other side. And then you get into this very nice looking 12.3-inch fully digital cluster area. And on this, you can view a ton of different things. Now, in order to control all of this, it's all done through the scroll wheel or the left or right. So let's just say I'm going to scroll down, so I have all of this information that I can view in front of me. If I go to the right or left, I have all of these different things, and some of these things will have more things within it. But if I go under the settings here and I go under left side info, and then I can control what I want to see in the left section. So I can see what I want to see in this, the middle, and the other side. So a ton of information can be displayed. As for the steering wheel, you do have the soft touch material, the brown contrast stitching. This also does come heated. And then you have the red GMC, the chrome, and then this beautiful, beautiful trimming all the way around. And on the left side here, you have all of your cruise control settings, follow distance, and the heated steering wheel control. The other side has your Bluetooth, phone, and then the cluster controls. Now behind the steering wheel, where you typically would find your paddle shifters, you do have your media controls on both of the sides. And then further back here, you have your wiper controls, high beams, and indicators. And this is a diesel, so this is what your shifter looks like. Now over on the center armrest area here, you do have the soft touch material, the brown contrast stitching, this like perforated middle section, and then this nice looking AT4 badging. And then opening up this section here, you do have this tray with 3 sections which can be popped out, and then you have all of this room down here. You got USB ports up here, an outlet over here, and a wireless phone charger. Now along the sides here, more of the brown contrast stitching, and then down there you do have more storage space, and you'll notice that on the passenger side as well. And on the center console here, since there's no shifter, you have all of this open area. So you have space here, trailer brake controller here, more space here, USB ports here, cup holders here with this black chrome trimming, and then a ton of room up here. Even along the sides, on both the sides, you do have more of this black chrome trimming. And then down here, you have a bunch of different controls. So here is your exhaust brake, lane key, parking sensors to turn them on or off, tailgate, hazards, traction control, and then the hill descent control. And then moving further up here is a ton of gloss black. You've got this unique looking start stop button, and then all of your heating and cooling temperature controls, including the vented seats, heated seats, and then you can also control if you want both sections or just the top section, which is pretty cool. And then you get into this very nice looking 13.4-inch touchscreen. Now something that I do like about this is you have your main section here with all the different menus, but then you have a smaller section off to the right which you can view even more things. So on here you have 2 pages. So there's the second page. Let's go to the first page and go through all of this. The first section here is your audio section. So in here you're going to find things like your AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, USB, and news. And then heading back, next will be the maps section. So you get this full Google map view. That's what that looks like. And then back again, you have your phone section once you do have it paired. And then are the cameras that I was talking about. So here is the top bird's eye view. Right now it's showing the front facing camera. If I click this, it's going to turn to the rear facing camera, the backup camera. And then right here will be the top rear of the truck. And then one more time is the top front of the truck. Here are the side cameras. Here's it facing the front, facing the rear. Here is the hitch camera. And then if I go back to this, I can also turn off the top bird's eye view, but I like having that on. It looks pretty neat. If I click this arrow, you also have your bed camera. Now exiting out of all of this, you also have Google Assistant, Play Store, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. And then the next page has the trailering section. So in here, you're going to find your trailering information, obviously. So adding your trailer, guest trailer, accessories, and whatnot. And then you also have the climate controls. So you can either do it from the touchscreen or the physical controls down here. So either or you can use. And then heading back again, you have your settings, which you find typically on any vehicle, and you can fine tune all of these to your liking. Heading back again, you have your Wi-Fi hotspot, My GMC, and then lastly is the news section. Now over to the little mini screen. Here you can flick through all of this and really view 4 different things on here, which is pretty cool. Now moving further up, you just have your handy dandy rear view mirror, and then moving even further up here, you have your garage controls, your sunroof controls, rear power sliding window control, interior lights, you got your SOS and OnStar and all of that. And as for the key fob on this is your typical GMC key. All right, let's come around to the passenger side and let me show you what you get on this side. So here is that space that I was talking about on the side here. And then you have your dashboard with more of the contrast stitching, the piping. This does open up, so pressing this, you'd reveal a hidden compartment area. By the way, if you look behind this, here's more of that nice looking trimming. And then you just have your typical glove compartment space. Here is the window sticker on this AT4. The pricing that you see is in Canadian dollars. Well, that does it for the review on this 2026 GMC Sierra 2500 AT4. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this?